everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got 3 box openings, the new Toon Chaos set that I got from one of my local stores, Castle Comics, so big shout out to Greg and the boys at Castle Comics. So I'm going to get into these just now and hopefully we can pull some really good cards. There's some collector's rares that you can pick up from these sets. It's meant to be free per case, so and one in free. So hopefully we can pull one of them today and I can show you what they look like and hopefully we can get something really decent. So let's get started. So the promos you can get from this set is the Lost Arts of Edge Imp Sabres. So I think it's just a couple of extra more blades on the picture, and then we have Foolish Burial Goods. I always preferred this art just because of the crucifix. I don't know what it was, but I think this might be my new art of choice, and hopefully it gets reprinted and in secret at some point because this would look amazing in secret. So let's get started into the box. So the new Flame Noble Knights is primarily the stuff that I'm looking for, because I'm excited for that stuff to be able to play with Dragma. It's quite a it's a really good deck in the OCG now. So hopefully we can pick a playset of the Gearfrieds. So I know that there's 3 ultras per box and they're all the shop printed. I know Chaos Space is the main super rare pool for this. And weirdly, when they announced that there's not going to be any more rare printings in the main sets, and we get a full set of rares, so it's a bit strange, but to be honest I prefer it rather than it just being common. I would have preferred the full thing to be hollow, but you can get it all. So we've got Dark Flare reprint, we've got Toon World, and I prefer this artwork compared to the more cartoonish one. Loftstar, Gamma's a great reprint and probably cards that you should pick up because as with all hand traps, they all start to increase at some point. The same with all hand traps. This card will generally go up in price as time goes by, and it's quite a decent card. Even at rare, it's still a decent card to hold. Stardust Dragon, wasted reprint for me because we got the alternative art as the promos. Mud Dragon's a good reprint, and a Vector Equiv or EVQ. Warrior Gemini monster is treated as a normal monster. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 fire warrior monster or 1 Gemini monster in your graveyard, except this. Special summon it and you can only use once per turn. It's quite decent. I don't know if it's played in the Flame Noble Knight deck, but we'll find out at some point. Blackluster Soldier, Twilight, Starlight Road, Cynic Codet. It's a good reprint, and it seems to be quite easy to pull and rare from the box openings I've seen. This was a game promo previously, so it's good to be able to get it already. Lithosagum's a good reprint. Blast, Witch's Black Frost, and Microcoder. This card's been played in Salads now. It's extremely good, and it was probably the best promo besides Codet that was in the game, the Duel Links. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the Switch game anyway. Sangan reprint, Dark Flare, Gemini, Obliteration, Chaos, Supervise. It's an equip spell. You can only equip to a Gemini monster. It becomes an effect monster, and it gains this effect if a face or monster on the field. Target 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. It's quite a decent equip spell. I don't know if it's going to be played in the deck, but these are probably cards to keep a hold of for future reference, because that is quite a good effect, and you never know when a Gemini deck might actually become good at some point. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of Beginning, always a good card to have. And Fluffle Angel. Never been a Fluffle fan at all, even from the anime, but it's a fan favourite and each to their own. Light Pulse, Dark Flare, Envoy Beginning, Obliteration, Sky Prison. This is a good reprint. Sangan and Sabretooth. This only had one previous print, I think it was, and it was the Secret Rare. It was the same set as the first print of Invoked. Fusion Enforcers, I think it was. Prog Leo, probably the worst promo from that game that was released. Solid Soldier, this was slowly creeping up in price, and it will keep the Super will probably go up in price quicker than what this will. Chaos Zone, Mud Dragon, another Gamma reprint. Actually, I'm going to keep the Gammas, and we'll see how many we can get from a box. Pot of Desires, that's a good reprint. Any draw cards, any of the pot cards are always good to keep, and plus the price always goes up as well. So, and Gossip Shadow, this is a good reprint because it's very generic, and the fact that it turns any effect into draw one card, so it can help protect you from the Nibiru and stuff like that. And it was used for the Rongo Mongo deck, and it was extremely good. Chaos Emperor, so this is the reprint and errata, I'm sure it is. So you cannot activate other cards or effects during the turn you activate this card, so it's definitely been nerfed. Driver, Gearbreed, another Pot of Desires, Witch of the Black Forest, Obliteration, and here we go, Chaos Creator. So this card is one of the sought after cards from what I'm seeing, and it seems to be kind of hard to pull. I've not really seen anyone pull it on camera. So cannot be normal summon, must be special summoned by banishing one light and one dark monster, the same as any chaos monster. If you control this card that was special summoned from the hand, you can target 3 of your banished with different names, special summon one of them, and replace place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. So it recycles all your chaos stuff. So if you use Levianeer, then you can summon him out and then recycle all of them back. So that's extremely good. So I'm going to sleeve this one up because this is one of the best cards in the set. And plus that's our first Ultra. Solid Soldier, Stardust, Prologue, Supervisor, Vapor. For me, that's an absolute waste of a reprint. Goka, and Chaos Valkyria. So Chaos Valkyria is one of those cards that I feel like will be good at some point, just not currently. So can't be normal summoned, must be special summoned from the by this card effect. You can banish one light or dark monster, special summon one light, special summon this card from the hand. If this card is banished, you can send one light or dark monster from your deck to the graveyard. So it's got its own, it's extremely easy to summon in any deck really, and plus it helps you access the rank 4 toolbox, and also it helps you be a Foolish Burial as well if you can banish it, so that's really decent. I can't see it holding a high value, but I'll definitely pick a playset up anyway. So Pot of Desires, that's our first playset of Pot of Desires from that box. Curse Dragonfire, I think that's a bit of a waste. Code Generator, Goku, and another Valkyria. I'll try and keep it just to the one side. Chaos Breed, Lithosagon, Witch of the Black Forest, Vapor, Dragonfire, Chaos, and Toon Harpy Lady. So, as you know from the set, Toons are definitely going to be sought after. To be honest, I wish it was a wee bit easier to get the Toon cards because it's not. This deck isn't going to be meta defining at all. I could be wrong in the future, but for me, I hate when they make sets specifically for older archetypes and people coming back into the game because of a specific deck. Yet they make it extremely hard for them to get their actual pieces that they want. Chaos Sorcerer, Dwarf Star, Mud Dragon, Keeper Dragon Magic, sorry, Code Generator, and Acid. This needed a reprint, only had one print in secret, sorry. So that's quite decent for your hero players. Shout out a TCG Tally That's the main hero player that I know, as well as my mate Robert that tries to pilot the deck, and probably Sean, you'll see later on in the channel at some point. Crossover, Zynic Codit, and another Gossip Shadow. Just make sure everything's still on camera. Sangan, Solid Soldier, Witch of the Black Forest, Envoy Beginning, and Microcoder. So I'm kind of blasting through these cards because most of these will probably have watched a good couple of box openings already, and it seems to just be the exact same cards over and over again. Another Chaos Emperor, Dragon Magic, Sangan, and Valkyria Saran. So this card is the new Valkyria support. This came from the OCG first. So the card reads, if this card is in your hand, you can target one face-up spell, trap, you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal special summoned, you can special summon one level 8 or lower Valkyria monster from your hand or graveyard. So it's quite decent, and it seems to be extremely generic, so it might be useful in the future. It is level 9, so is it 9? Yeah, so 4, 8, 10, sorry, it's level 10. You never know. I don't know if generators are level 10, so it might be used in that. Not sure, we'll find out. Blackluster Soldier, Lithosagon, and Flufflemeister. Right, on to the other side. I'll try and fire through this because I don't want this to be an extremely long video. So, we've got a spoiler there, so that's another Toon Happy Lady. Crossover, Chaos Officer, and another. So we've only pulled one Ultra, so 2 Ultras should be on the right hand side. Blast, Sky Prison, Chaos, Survivor, and another Sigrun. Driver, Gamma, so that's us got a playset Gamma from this box. And Magician of Hope. So this card's just been released. I'm sure this was a crossover card that basically crossed over Arc 5 or Arc V, whatever you want to call it, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one with the Gagagas and Dododos. Zexal, that's the name of it. Chaos Sorcerer, Dragon Magic, Fire, Toon World, Driver, and we've got a Renault. So one of the cards that I was looking for. So if you control a Fire Warrior monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned this way, it's treated as a tuner. You can only special summon one Renault once per turn this way. If this card is special summoned, you can target one Fire Warrior monster or one equipped spell that is banished or in your graveyard, except Renault, add it to your hand. You can only use the effect of this once per turn. So quite a decent card, and definitely want to keep an eye out for. So that is our second Ultra, and we have 5 more packs. So I'll probably I'll put the Ultras up here. Crossover, Stardust, Twilight, Codette, and yes, we've got an Immortal Phoenix Gearfried. So you can banish one equipped spell from your field or graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks, you can equip one face-up monster on the field to this card, max 1. So it doesn't target, and it removes, and it doesn't state what side of the field, so you can take your opponent's cards. As an equipped spell, give it 500 attack. When a monster effect is activated, quick effect, you can send one face-up equipped spell you control to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do destroy it, you can only use the effect of this once per turn. So extremely good card. Extremely good card. So that's the card that I was mainly searching for. Envoy end, Mass Blast, Gear Breed, Driver, and that's us got a playset of a Bactor. Crossover, Supervise, Gamma, so that's 4 Gammas. Envoy and Chaos Space, so this was the main super card that I was looking for. So this card is send 1 light or dark monster from your hand to the graveyard, add 1 light or dark monster that cannot be normal summoned or set from your deck whose level is level 4 to 8 and with a different attribute from that monster. You can banish this card from the graveyard, target 1 banished light or dark monster that cannot be normal or normal summoned or set. Place that monster at the bottom of the deck, then draw 1 card. So you can use each effect once per turn. So that's extremely good. I'm going to sleeve this card up as well. So hopefully want to get a play set of this from the 3 boxes. Toon World, Black Forest, so that's 5 Gammas. So Gamma seems to be extremely easy to pull. Mud Dragon, Supervise, and another 2.5 Lady. So that's us got a play set of her. Starlight Road, Light Pulse, Lithosagum, Gemini, Prologue, and Toon Terror. So Toons have got a counter trap. When a spell and trap or monster effect is activated while you control both Toon World and a Toon monster, negate the activation, and then if you do, destroy it. So this card, it's extremely like the counter trap from Gravekeepers. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head just now, and I play that deck. So that's the first box done. Quite decent. I'm happy with getting the Ronald, the Chaos Creator, and a Mortal Gearfried and a Chaos Space. So on to the second box. Don't know what I've done with my car keys. So second box. Chaos Sorcerer, Mud Dragon, Vapor, and another Sabertooth. Sky Prison, Light Pulse, Codet, Solid Soldier, Witch of the Black Forest, and a Toon Terror. So in the comments, let me know what you're searching for from this, and what deck you're going to be playing following this. Last, Gossip Shadow. And please remember, if you're enjoying the content and want to see more box openings and more deck profiles, please subscribe and drop it a like. Driver, Gamma, Crossover, Supervise, and an Acid. Didn't seem to do very well with that pack. Solid Soldier, Chaos Zone, another Gamma, and another Pot of Desires. So that's quite decent from just that one pack. And a Flubble Meister. You get 2 good rares and a terrible super. Abomination, Dwarf, Chaos, Code Generator, Sangan, Hero Blast, and another Chaos Valkyrie. So that's me got a playset of her now, so happy with that. I think the next time I get a Codet guy, I'm going to read him, because there's been quite a lot of hype around him as well for the Cyberus players. I think he's just another version of Microcoder. Yes, and it is a collector's rare. Oh, I'm so happy with that. That is amazing. So I'll put the 2 of them up. Hopefully you can see them in shot and in frame, the difference. It's just a lot more shiny. It's kind of like a cross between a Starlight Rare and an Ultimate, like in terms of the border. It's like an Ultimate Rare border, but a lot flatter, if you know what I mean. Like there's no, and there's so there's a little tiny bit of texture on it as well. Oh, right, so that's definitely getting sleeved up. So that is amazing. So I'm so glad that I got a collector's rail. And I'm just a bit gutted that it was a Mortal Phoenix Gearfried. I'm not really, but it's the fact that I'm not going to want to play them now, and I might have to just put them in the binder. So we've got Masked Hero Goku, Envoy Beginning Starlight Road, Envoy Beginning Chaos Sorcerer, and another 2.5 lady. I'm buzzing for that. I'm so happy. Light Pulse Dragon, Sky Prison, Lithosagum, Supervise, and Fluffle Angel. So, from what I can make out, if you get a collector's rail, you don't get a third ultra rail. But obviously, if you get a collector's rail, you're not going to care about the ultra. So we've got Cyframe Driver, another Gamma. So this is up to 7 Gammas. And another Sigrun. Oops. Dane, Breed, and Code Generator. So if a Cyberus monster you control will be used as link material for a Code Talker monster from this card that's in your hand, also use it as material. If this card is sent from the field, hand or field to the graveyard as link material as for a Code Talker monster, you can send one Cyberus monster with 1200 or less attack from the deck to the graveyard. If this card on the field is used as material, you can add to your hand instead. That's quite decent. That's quite a decent card. Chaos Sorcerer, Dark Flare, and Chaos Space. Amazing. So that's me. Got 2 Chaos Spaces. So one more for my playset and I'll be happy. Right. Dragon Magic, Cuss, Toon World, Cypher Driver, and Meister. Sorry if the cards are out of frame, I'm using a much bigger stand than I did before. So Cyphering Gamma, Chaos Dragon, Toon World, oh spoiler, Acure. So that's me got 9 Gammas, so between 2 boxes I've got 3 playsets. So quite easy pull ratio on this. Light Pulse and enter Chaos. So target one face-up monster your opponent controls, send one light or dark monster from your deck to the graveyard whose combined attack is less than or equal to that monster. Also for the rest of the turn, after this card resolves, you can only activate one monster effect in the graveyard. Its restriction is extremely high, I feel. But in a pure Chaos deck, you're not really relying on the graveyard, so I can understand why they made it. Lithosagum, Foglio, so in a second, Eternal Chaos. Chaos Sorcerer, Diane, Blackluster Soldier, Codit, Driver, and another Sigrun. So that's a playset of Sigrun, I think. We've got 4 now. Pot of Desires, so that's our 5th Pot of Desires. I'll just tidy this up a wee bit. Crossover, Gemini, Stardust Dragon, Foglio, and a Microcode Talker. So is that 2 Microcode Talkers? We've got, yep, just 2. Oh, 3, so that's a playset of Microcode Talker. So hopefully I'll get a Salomon Great deck profile up soon. Goku, Sky Prison, Sangan, and here we go, Toon Blackluster Soldier. So cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from the hand by tributing Toon monsters from the hand or field whose level, total level equals 8 or more while you control Toon World. and your opponent's controls no Toon monsters. This card can attack directly once per turn. If you control Toon World, you can target one card on the field, banish it, and it can also this card cannot attack the turn it activates this effect. So quite decent. I'm not too sure if it is played at more than one in a Toon deck. Most likely it is, but it's quite a good pull anyway. So that's one for my mate Anton. He's one that wants to build Toons. Pot of Desires. So that's me got two playsets, a Pot of Desires. Stardust, Envoy, Starlight Road, Cursed Dragon, and another Toon Happy Lady. Code Generator, Blister Soldier, Witch of the Black Forest, yes, and Roland. So quick effect, you can target one face-up monster you control, equip this card from your hand to that target as an equip spell. That gives that card 500 attack during the end phase. If this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one fire warrior monster, except Roland, or one equip spell from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Roland once per turn. So extremely good, and that's super happy with that. So that's me getting a lot closer to getting the Flame Noble Knights, or Infernal Noble Knights. I prefer Flame Noble Knights, to be honest. Vapor, Chaos, Chaos Sorcerer, Mud Dragon, Woodtalker, and Fluffle Angel. Right, Vapor, Sky Prison, Light Pulse, Codit, Solid Soldier, and Simulation Knight. So Simulation Knight, if this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can equip one fire or warrior monster or one Gemini monster from your hand or deck to this card as an equipped spell. That gives that card 500 attack. If this card in owner's possession is destroyed by the opponent's card, while equipped with the Gemini monster, special summon as many Gemini monsters from your graveyard as possible. So with this card, you usually special summon out Squeak Knight, which was one of the wee funny cards from, I can't remember the set, but that's usually what you summon, and then you can summon that out. It becomes a tuner, but you don't use it for the tuner to become a tuner. You use it to just go on a Isolde and then start bringing out Roland or Ronald. So I need to get a playset of that as well. So this definitely is running a bit long, so we're on 25 minutes currently. So I'll just do this box and then I'll put the third box in another video. So Chaos Valkyrie, so she seems to be quite decent to pull. Blast, Prologue, this is the last pack, so we should get a ultra rare, I think. No, we shouldn't, because we got the Gearfried. Another Gamma, equip. So that's that video done, and I'll post another video for the third box, so hopefully you can join me for that one. And cheers for watching, guys, and hopefully you've enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment what you think, and thanks guys, peace.